Okay, listen up. This is a story about my crazy weekend in Florida. So, I met this white bitch at Hooters in Atlanta. I was her waitress. She came in with this old ass black dude. So, as Hooters girls, we have to talk to our customers. So I sit with them and we get to talking and she tells me she dances. So I'm like, oh, yes, bitch, me too. Then she tells me this hawking ass black man is her sugar daddy. And I'm like, oh, yes, bitch, my sugar daddy's out. I'm feeling it. So I'm feeling it. And we're vibing over our hoisms and whatever. And we exchange numbers. And we're like, next time you dance, I'm coming to dance with you. And they leave. So the next day, I get a text from the white girl. And she's like, bitch, let's go to Florida. And I'm like, huh? She's like, I'm going to dance in Florida. Let's go. Now I'm skeptical. Like, damn, bitch, we just met and we already taken whole trips together. But I went to Florida 2 months prior and made about 15 stacks. So low key, I was already down. So I was like, okay, I'll go. Who's all going? And when we leaving? All this bitch says is be ready by 8. So I call her. Bitch, I said, who's all going? And she says, my boyfriend and our roommate, and my roommate has a place in Tampa. So I'm like, okay, I'll be ready. So I packed my baddest stripper wear, and I'm ready. Now, my nigga did not want me to go. So he was so hurt. So I had to fuck him come, and then I left. Now, when I got in the car, it was a white boy, her boyfriend, and this hawking ass black guy, not the same one from earlier. So I texted her on the slick while in the back seat, like, another sugar daddy? You got a type, bitch. And the black dude had her damn phone. He starts laughing and he goes, I'm using her GPS. No, I'm not a sugar daddy. I've known her and her dude for 8 years. We all live together. So I was like, my bad. Who lives in Tampa? And black dude still ain't told me his name. Goes, my fiance. So that was it. Now we're on the road. The ride was cool. We all talking, laughing, blasting Gucci. I took a nap and wake up in Florida. The black guy goes, I'm going to put y'all in a room, then take y'all to the club while I go visit my girl. Jared, her white boyfriend, will be at the room if y'all need a ride, after work. Sounds fair. But we don't pull up to the Four Seasons, bitch. No, we pull up to a raggedy ass motel. So I said, real quick, I'm not staying here, hun. There are literally prostitutes standing with their pimps outside. I swear to God. I said, I have money. I can get my own room. It's fine. So Jessica, the white bitch, pulls me to the side and is like, we're going to be at the club all night. This room for Jared, not us. Don't even trip. So I was like, yeah, bitch, okay. But trust, I am not laying my head here. So we leave our shit at the motel with Jared and head to the club. But this club requires pasties and boy shorts and all this other shit and whatever. So after making about $1,000, I was ready to go. She was talking to some dude, trying to talk to him out of his wallet, and they exchanged numbers. So I was like, call your man, I'm ready. She calls the black dude. I'm like, that's not your man, but okay. So I pulled her to the side before we pulled up, like, what's up with your roommate? And she was like, we're really close, But before I met Jared, I was with him. He was taking care of me. I was like, oh, well, I don't need that. Taking care of me in stripper language means I was her pimp. So I was like, does Jared know? And she goes, of course not. Strike one. So then she goes, I didn't make anything tonight. So what you make? Because he's going to ask. I said, that's none of y'all's business, Jess. Chill. So he pulls up, and as soon as we get in, he goes, what y'all make? And we said at the same time, nothing. So he goes, damn, my girl says she had a bad night too. We finna go pick her up. His fiance who lives down here. We pick her up, and he goes, nobody made shit. Y'all want to trap? Trap in stripper lingo means trick. So Jess goes, hell yeah. You got some clients? I'm in the back on mute. He was like, you can get some. So Jess is like, yeah, I need to trap, but Jared is at the room. And he goes, I wasn't putting y'all in that shithole. That was for him, not y'all. I'm still quiet. We pulled up to a nice-ass hotel on the other side of town, and he goes, I'll get the clients together and text y'all off this. He handed her a trap phone. So I'm mind blown at this point. So then we get to the room. Nice as fuck. Just me and Jess and I start going off. Bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm not about to play with you, hoe. I'm going home. So she starts crying, and she says, I didn't want to take this trip alone. Please don't leave me. I would be so scared alone. She's fucking sobbing. I'm like, oh my God, really? Now I'm feeling bad for the hoe. She goes, you can just check the guys in. He's not going to force you to trap. I said, oh, bitch, I know he's not. I killed dead ass, kill y'all, verbatim. So she cleans herself up, and there's a knock at the door. I open the door, and some fat white man goes in. I'm here for the white girl. So I check his pockets, take his wallet, and let him in. They start fucking right on the bed next to me. It was a fucking mess. A mess. So when they finished, he gave her $80. I said, Jess, you selling pussy for $80. Pussy's worth thousands. You tripping. She goes, I don't make the prices. The prices are already discussed before they come in. So I was like, bitch, no. If you gonna do this, do it right. So I took some pics of her and put them on Backpage, along with the trap phone number with a minimum of $500. The phone starts blowing up. I was like, see, bitch, I got you a nigga coming up right now, giving you $500 for 15 minutes. He comes, I check him, they get it in, he leaves. And we're doing this all night. She fucked about 20 dudes, and her sorry-ass pimp only sent 3 of them. So around 6 a.m., Jared calls. She answers on speaker, and he goes off. Where the fuck are you in Zola? The club been closed. She goes, we went to 2 other clubs because it was slow. So I'm Googling 24-hour clubs. Florida has a few. Trying to help her lie, and he is not having it. He's livid. He goes, if you went home with a dude, you're dead. So he asked to speak to me. I was like, man, I'm going to end up killing these crazy white niggas tonight. So he starts cursing me out. Where are y'all? I know she's lying. Don't be a hoe like her, Zola. I said, I promise you, I'm not. He hangs up on me. And that was it. We didn't hear from him for the rest of the night. We fall asleep. A few hours later, the black dude, I still don't know his name, comes up. He's like, how much y'all make last night? Just goes, $5,500. $5,500. I was like, what the fuck? Why is she telling the truth? I pimped her, not him. He goes, That's good. But I only sent you 3 clients. She goes, Zola made me a back page. I was like, wow. Here we go again. So he goes, you can do my job better than me. I said, I was just helping her out. I really don't care about your clients. They were cheap. He started laughing. He goes, give me the money. She gave him all of it. Not half, but all of it. Every single last time. And he goes, thanks, Zola. You a real one. And throws me $600. I put that shit right in my bra, the fuck, and Jess goes, what about me? And he said, you owe me rent, Jess. You haven't paid me in months. I was like, damn. So we leave and head to Jared and the Raggedy Motel because our shit was there. As we pull up, Jared chilling outside smoking weed with some dude. Pay attention here. We get out and walk up to them. And Jared goes, here they go. The pimp goes, here you go, little nigga. Who's this? Jared starts laughing. And I was like, he was asking me who I was with. And I said my girl and her friends. That's all, chill out. This guy Jared was talking and starts to laugh. He goes, I'll catch you later. Nice meeting you. And leaves. He was with a black guy with dreads, a Florida nigga. And we all go to the room. And the pimp starts going off on Jared. You don't know these niggas. I can't believe you told them 2 bitches I was here. And Jared goes, he asks why I was out here and mad last night. All I said was my girl went to work with her friend and I ain't want her to. That's it. Now the pimp is screaming. So that nigga know it's money up here now. Hell no. We gotta go. Now. Me and Jess are like, what? Okay. So we pack our shit and head out. We went to a nicer hotel about 20 minutes away. So the pimp was like, Zola, keep an eye on Jared. I was like, oh shit, he done promoted me to lookout and shit. So he leaves to go back to his fiance at home. And Jared and Jess start arguing. He was like, I know you was trapping Jess. I saw the back page ad, ho. And he shows her a screenshot. I was like, oh shit, here we go. And he starts crying like a little bitch. And I was like, wow. He's like, I thought you were done with this. I didn't come to Florida for this. You messy. He then turns to me and goes, this what you came here for, Zola? I said, hell nah, Jared. She was low-key set me up. And I'm not fucking with y'all after this. He goes, wow, you even set your friend up. You such a hoe. So they start arguing for hours. I leave and go down to the pool. I mean, I am in Florida. So my man calls me. I lied and I said everything was okay. I didn't want him to worry. I had a nice dinner and then the pimp calls the trap phone. Since you a madam and shit, do that shit again tonight. But set up out calls. Only cause this hotel too nice to trap out of. I was like, cool, I got you. Especially for another $600. So I go up to the room and told Jess to get ready. Jared goes, what the fuck again? Bitch, no. I said, Jared, calm down. Please. This white nigga starts punching himself like crazy people do, dog. I was like, oh, hell nah. He goes, if you do this again, Jess, I will kill myself. I love you too much. I was like, this nigga lost in the sauce and his bitch lost in the game. So I said, Jared, sit the fuck down. Just come on so I can take some pics. It's already 10 o'clock. Y'all playing. So I make her a fresh ad. We come out the bathroom. I did her hair and makeup and shit. And Jared goes, everybody knows you a hoe now. Fuck you. I want to go home. I said, huh? He throws his phone at her, and it's her Facebook. A status of both ads. Her mom is on there going off in the comments. Jessica starts bawling. Oh my god. My mom is my daughter this week. How could you? She's on the floor literally breaking down. So Jessica calls the pimp and says, Jared just put everything on Facebook. My whole family sees. The pimp goes, I told you to watch him. Literally 5 minutes later, it's the pimp banging at our door. He comes in with his fiance this time and snatches Jared up by the neck. He wasted no time. He goes, I should really kill your ass. Jared is dangling off the ground. Please don't. Please. Low-key, I'm crying. The fiance pulls out a handgun, y'all. She goes, you want me to, bae, or what? Fuck him. He did our girl so wrong. I was like, oh my fucking god. So now Jess steps in, and she's like, please don't. Just beat his ass, Z. I was like, oh, so his name's Z? Okay, got it. So we put him down. Z goes, nah, I'm not gonna kill him. But I will kill his manhood, though. And he sits on the bed next to his fiance. He goes, sit on the bed in front of me, Jared. He does. Still crying. He goes, delete the post and give me your phone. He did. Then he goes, come here, Jess. I was so fucking lost. His fiance unbuckled his pants and Jess gets on her knees and starts sucking the skin off his dick in front of Jared and I was like, yo, are you serious right now? So anyway, Jared took us up to about 4 clients and then the phone was slow. Me and Jared were in the car together while she was working. So we started talking like in heavenly deep combo. He really wasn't a bad dude. He was just bipolar. Severely bipolar. So I understood his outbursts a little more. So we head back to the hotel and forget this one last call late afternoon. And the client says, I got $5,000, but I want 2 bitches. I said, oh, sorry, we have only one. The client goes, well, I got $2,000 for one, but it's 4 dudes, and we only do in calls. I was like, wow, what? So I text Z and told him. He was like, hell yeah, tell him come on. So I set it up. Then last minute, the client goes, actually, out call is fine, and gives me his address. So we get in the car and head to the address. Jess goes, it's for them. Can you just wait in the hall with me? I was like, bitch, all right, come on. So we head to the room number they gave us, and Jess knocks. A dude goes, who is it? And she says, in call. The door flings open fast as fuck, and 2 big black dudes snatch Jess. Bitch, I ran so goddamn fast, I couldn't even see straight. I was out. Fuck that. I ran out and the car was gone. I'm screaming, Jared! Jared! This fool gone. So I call him, still running, and he says, y'all done? I said, bitch, Z told you, never leave us. Where are you? He's like, I'm at the gas station. I was thirsty. I thought she was going to be a minute. I'm still running, okay? Laugh my fucking ass off.
Don't know where I'm going. I'm like, they snatched her, dude. Come get me. I'm calling the police. He pulled up a minute later and he's like, don't call the police. Call Z. I was like, Z gonna beat everybody's ass. You wasn't supposed to leave. And he's like, well, you have the gun. If you call the cops, you done too. I was like, shit, you right. So I called Z and told him what happened. Z is livid. And this deep African accent comes out. I couldn't even understand him on the phone. I was like, man, we done, bro. So Z pulls up and is like, let's go. I say, I'm gonna stay here. Y'all go. He goes, I'm not in the mood. Alright? Get the fuck on. Come on, let's go. So we all go. Me and Jared on the side of the hall where you can't see, and Z knocks on the door. A man goes, who is it? Z goes, where my bitch, man? Jessica screams. And the voice says, ain't no bitch in here, bro. I was like, oh my God. Z goes, open the door. Guess who opens the door? The nigga with the dreads that Jared was smoking with at the rundown motel. I was like, yo. He goes, come in and check. To Z. Z motioned for us to stay hidden. Thank God. So he goes in the room and Dreadhead there by himself. Z sits on the bed with his strap out and goes, where's she at, man? Dread goes, well, she's stealing work from my girls. Wants to be here with us. We still don't see Jess. So Z goes to the closet and busts the door in. And she in there. Knocked the fuck out. Tied up and beaten. With a brand mark that looked like a weed leaf on her arm. Dreads goes, I got $20,000 for you. Right now. And all is forgiven. We made more than $20,000 this weekend alone. Get out of here. My dudes downstairs not gonna just let you walk out with that. We'll see. Mind you, I can barely see. I'm around the corner. So I just hear everything. Next thing I know, I hear some shuffling and a gun goes off. Once again, I take off. But I took off down the hall through the back. Jared wasn't far behind, and then we looked behind us, and Z is running with Jessica over his shoulder. He throws Jessica in the trunk and hops in the driver's seat. I hopped in with him, and Jared hopped in after the car. We got the fuck in. I'm crying. I said, what the fuck happened? He goes, that nigga reached for his piece. I shot him in the face. I was like, oh my God. We got in our hotel, packed our shit, and checked out. We went to Z and his fiance's condo. Nice as fuck, by the way. Jessica is now up, and she tells us what happened. Apparently, they recognized her from the hotel and set her up, clearly. And once they snatched her, they told her to trap for them. She said no, so they beat her ass. That's what Z interrupted when he knocked, so they knocked her out. I was like, I really gotta go home, y'all. Sorry to kill the mood, but I can't take it no more. I can't take no more of this. Jared was like, same. Z's fiance was in the kitchen counting money. Just like a rich hoe would do. So Z was like, everybody get some sleep. I gotta get rid of this dude. So he leaves. We all try to get some sleep. The next morning, he comes in with tickets for me and Jared. Jared says, I'm not leaving Jess here. Not after last night. She has a daughter and needs to go home. Z says, nah, we making money. I was like, wow, with a black eye and busted lip and some Florida niggas looking for y'all, you still trying to trap? Crazy. I was like, well, I'm ready. Jess goes, it'll be okay, Jarrett. I'll be home in 3 days. Jarrett started with that punching himself shit again. And I was like, man, here we go. Jarrett goes, come with me or I'm killing myself. Z was like, ugh, not this shit again. I'll be in the car. Y'all two hurry up. So Jarrett is literally breaking down. You ever seen somebody hysterically crying? It's intense. And just trying to calm him. I'm at the door ready. Jarrett randomly stops crying instantly, like some movie shit, and goes, so you aren't coming? Jess said, no, Jarrett, I can't. This nigga Jarrett runs towards their balcony and jumps. I swear to God, Bible, he fucking jumped. I screamed so loud. Jess runs towards the balcony and this nigga Jarrett was hanging. He didn't fall all the way. He was stuck by his pants. Thank God. We only on the 4th floor, but still, he would have died. It was a good drop. So Jess is helping him. I call Z. I was like, Jarrett is stuck. He tried to jump off your balcony. Z was like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Families live here, bro. What the fuck? So Z came up, helped him, slapped the fuck out of him, literally and physically. Guided him to the car. Jess comes out and goes, I swear I didn't set you up, Zola. I never intended for you to trap. That's why you didn't. I hope we can be friends after. I looked at her like she wasn't speaking English. And I said, I'm not going to beat your ass right now because you already in bad shape. But I better not ever see or hear from you again. And she walked away. Z literally buckled Jarrett's seatbelt and he went to the airport. Bear with me. It's almost over. When we landed in Detroit, my man picked us up. We both looked horrible. So washed up and tired. My man was like, who is this white boy? And what's wrong with y'all? I said, babe, we just been through some shit out of an urban fiction book. Just take him to his car and take me home. We dropped Jarrett off, and on the way home, I told him everything. He couldn't even speak, honestly. I get a collect call 4 days later from a jail in Compton. It's Jessica. She goes, we got caught trapping in Vegas and had to get the fuck out. I said, oh, why are you calling me? She goes, Z was wanted for kidnapping 15 underage girls and he's linked to 6 murders, including Florida. I'm in jail because Z killed a pimp in LA and he made us take the charge or else he would kill us. But be careful, he's on the loose. I said, Florida? Murder? Z? You have the wrong number. She screams. Ask Jarrett to bail me out. He won't answer my collect call. I said, Jarrett, you really have the wrong number. I hung up and called Jarrett. He goes, yeah, I heard. It's on the news. He's a huge trafficker. I found out later that Jessica and Z's fiance were killed in jail by a prison guard, and Jarrett was locked up on child pornography. Z was killed in Uganda for having sex with a farmer or some shit. I'm just happy I don't have to deal with them no more.
Hey everyone, this is my first time doing something like this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I do more of these or what? What kind of stories you want me to do? So subscribe, share this, and let's keep this moving.